Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival. Now, in the last episode, I know it's been a while, but in the last episode, I'm not entirely sure what we would... I think we were in... No, we weren't in the Nether. Did we die? We probably died. It's been a while, as you can see, by not only what I'm wearing on my back, but also by my inventory. I spent some time the past few weeks while I wasn't recording, or past couple of weeks I guess, just getting back all the stuff that I lost, including an elytra. So, as you know, it took me an hour, or you may not remember, but either way, to get my original elytra, took me an hour of searching in the end to find it. So what did I do this time? I go in the opposite direction of the way I went. What do I find? NC straight away. Didn't have a boat, but then I travel for another 20 minutes in the same direction, following all the islands, and guess what I find? An elytra. So, yeah. So we have an elytra now. I'm gonna make sure this time, yeah, hello baby villager. I'm gonna make sure this time to get a second elytra, because if I die again, I am so done. I genuinely am. So, you may not recognise where we are, or you might recognise it slightly, but you won't recognise it now. And you especially won't recognise these big quarries. They're both different sizes, okay? I did that on purpose. This one is 2 blocks wider in each direction, but either way, this is the mining village that I talk about sometimes, the one that I work on off camera. I mine a lot of stuff here, as you can see. There are so many things, and we got all kinds of stuff. So this is what we're going to use for, like, our materials. But either way, since the last episode, I have been busy, as I mentioned. Do we have an ender chest here? We do not, so I can get this one out. And what we're going to do is, I got some netherite last episode, and the idea is that we can now change 4 bits of tools or armor into netherite, because that's how we still need to get a lot more to get full netherite armor, but we still have a little while to do that. But I wanted to do it on camera. I did the pickaxe off camera because I set up this beacon and was mining, and it wasn't like insta mining like it normally does, and I was like, oh, maybe they changed it so only netherite pickaxes do that. No, it's just because I didn't have the beacon set to haste 2. I had it on haste 1. I'm stupid, but either way, I did that off camera, but we're gonna do 1, or we're gonna do 4 on camera now, and I believe the way you make a smithing table is you need 4 planks, and then, yeah, 2 iron. There we go, sorted. So now I'll put this here just for now. So, what are we going to do? I think we're going to do leggings, right? So we can have some netherite leggings. There we go. Boom. Looking fancy. Let's take this off. No, don't. No. Did that? I think that just fell. Let's... No, don't want that one. Want this. Let's, go and get that before it despawns. Oh, come on, man. This is the problem with these being so low down. They go all the way down to bedrock. Because I just thought it'd be cool. How did the elytra go all the way over there? That's crazy. I mean... Never mind. I mean, we got it back, so it's not that bad. It's not too big of a problem. So, I'm still messing around with this new mic. I'm still getting used to it. Not 100% sure that I entirely like it, but I mean, I kind of have to stick with it because it's the only one I've got. And I don't have the money to get anything else, especially not anything incredibly expensive. So, it's going to take some getting used to. I've been playing around with it. I've got a pop filter on it that came with it this time, because I noticed in Crafting Dead, my S's, when I was saying the letter S, it sounded really ear-piercing, and it might have just been my headphones, because when I played it back again, it didn't sound like it, but then it did, and it was very confusing. But I tried to lower the sound in that episode so the S's didn't burst anyone's eardrums. I don't know if you guys noticed or if it was a problem. I'm not entirely sure. There's a baby zombie. Ha! Burn. Burn. There we go. But yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. I'm not entirely sure, but I did. So I put a pop filter on this time, but it does make it kind of quiet when I talk. So yeah, it might be a little bit quieter this episode, but hopefully the S's won't be there to burst your eardrums this time. So, what are we going to do next? I think we have to go for a Neverite Hoe. I don't think we do, right? I think we go Neverite Axe, right? I think we go Neverite Other Pickaxe, and then I think we also go Neverite Shovel. Just for now, we don't need a Neverite Hoe right now, okay? We don't need it. But, I think that's it. So that should be, I mean, we've still got one spare Neverite Scrap. I'm going to have to do some more mining to get more, I know. But I think this should be good. Now, if you're wondering what we're doing in this episode, the answer is I have absolutely zero idea. I just knew that I needed to make an episode. I knew I wanted to make an episode. But honestly, don't know what I'm actually doing with it. Ooh, yes, the Orcish Prison Database. I'm going to get to work writing that off camera, and then I'll show you guys it once it's done. So, yeah, I have no idea what we're going to be doing in this episode, to be completely honest with you all. I do, however, know... I'm going to take the chorus fruit back and our shears. I do know that there's a few things I want to talk about. This baby villager keeps sleeping in my bed, and it's driving me nuts, because there's so many beds in this village, yet it keeps picking my one. Like, why? And what are these green... I don't know. But anyway, I set up a full beacon here, so it's just where I'm going to be doing quarries. Eventually, I know right now they're just squares going straight down to bedrock. Eventually, I'm going to make it like a round quarry. And if you can hear any background noise, that is the sound of my cat on my windowsill asleep, knocking everything over. Because she's awkward like that. But yeah, eventually I'll like round it out and make it look more like what I imagine a quarry to look like, rather than just these squares in the middle of the ground. And I'm also going to build up this village as well. I haven't done much at all, as I've mentioned before. Before we leave, though, I would like to make another ender chest, because we have... Oh, did the baby villager just grow up? That's the baby villager, right? I'm pretty sure it just grew up. It just grew up. And now it's using my smithing table, which I find... Is it using the smithing table? I think it is, because it's an armorer. Huh. I mean, I'm not complaining. But yeah, this area. I haven't shown it off much since I've been working on it. I haven't worked on much at all, don't get me wrong. I've just planted a load of trees because I'm going to be using some birch here and there. I've been sorting some things out as well. There's mostly, well, basically all potatoes there. I've been putting some more job blocks down, took some job blocks away because it's obviously not a farming village if they're all miners. And this right here is Promise. I can't remember if I showed her off before, but I think I mentioned before, quite a few episodes back, that a long time ago, off camera, just while I was searching and exploring the area, I found a horse and I promised to come back for it. And that is that horse. And I decided to name her Promise because of the promise I made to her to come back for her. So, yeah. And I also mentioned that I have some more wolves over here. Now, this right here is Knight. He stands out the front of the house and protects the house. This is a house I built up here. I mean, there's not really much purpose for it. It's kind of plain too, but I do have some more dogs in here. This is Ryder. He is also another guard. He protects Lady and Lord here and their baby, who I think I might be naming Prince. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, we've got Lord, Lady, and their baby right here. And we've got Ryder and Knight out the front. But we just come up here. It's nothing too crazy. It's just random stuff that... I just built this because I felt like building it. I've got some random stuff here. I do have some bee nests. They do have bees in them. I got them from planting the birch trees down there. You get so many. Or not so many, but quite a few. So, we'll probably put them down around here. But I don't want to mess with them until we do the fairy/pixie area, because they are going to have, like, bees and stuff. So, yeah, it's very simple. There's no decoration on it or anything, because I'm nowhere near done. So, yeah, that's basically all I've done here. I do have an idea for the palette I want to use. I know I want to use granite. And, I also kind of want to stick to kind of village colours with the white terracotta, and I think white terracotta and granite would probably look good together. So, yeah, I also saw a video that had it, but I can't remember who it was. It was maybe Fwip or Mythical Sausage. One of those two, maybe. But, yeah, that's about everything I wanted to do over here. I was just mining off camera, and I was over here still, so I thought, might as well stay here and show you guys the area while we're over here. But I want to talk about what I'm going to do in the future of this series. Now, of course, we're, what, 60... This might be the 61st episode. So, we've made a few episodes, to say the least. And, honestly, we started off in the cabin area, where we were building all the cabins and stuff like that. And then we moved on to the orcish area, and then I got bored of that, so I moved on like I did with the cabins. So I started off with the cabins, got bored of that, decided to move on to the orcish, did a load of the orcish area, got bored of that, now I want to move on again. But I don't want to do just one thing. Like, I want to do the thing that I'm inspired by at the moment, but I feel like I have to do them in chunks of multiple videos, otherwise it's kind of pointless and all over the place. But I also want it to be all over the place, and I want to be doing what I'm feeling inspired to do at that point in time. And right now, I'm not feeling inspired to do the pixie/fairy area, so I don't want to do that. At least not currently. I mean, hello Blue Sheep. We will do it at some point, but right now, I'm not feeling it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Hello chicken. So, we're not going to do it. It's getting really laggy. I mean, eventually at some point in the future, I'm going to have to get an actual PC, because for those of you that don't know, I am using a laptop, which is, to be honest, it's an incredible laptop. And this laptop, believe it or not, is actually better than some PCs. So it's not bad at all, but I've had it for a while now. And of course, I mean, I'm not a PC guy or a computer guy. I don't know how to look after laptops and, you know, keep them alive and all that, or whatever. So I don't know what I'm doing, basically, so I just play it, and it's getting old, and when computers and things get older, they start to slow down and, you know, start to act up and things like that. And, yeah, I'm just not entirely sure. Also, while we're here, I'll show you what I got from the end. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to have to get a new PC at some point, so that's going to be an expensive investment. But, yes, as you can see, I got a stack and, what was that, 24 shulker shells, which means we can make 44 shulker boxes. That's a lot. I also got some chorus flowers, so we can plant those. There's some ed rods in there as well, only because we need these for when we do work on the pixie area. And some other random armor. Some of this is really good, to be honest, and I'm keeping it in case I die again, because if I die again and lose my stuff, we'll have some more backups. I mean, the good thing is, the only thing that had been killing me recently was lava. Okay? That was the only thing that had been killing me. And now that we've got netherite, our stuff can't burn if it's netherite. So that's not a problem. And also we're not in the nether, so we're going to be staying far, far away from lava and hopefully avoiding it completely. So you might be wondering, hey Ryan, what are you feeling inspired to do in this world? The answer is, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go to record and just do what I feel like doing. I know this is another talking episode like it was last time, and you were probably hoping for me to build or something like that, but there's a few ideas I have for this world, but it's just a matter of doing them, and getting myself to do them, basically. I have an idea to have a village, or a town, I guess, whatever you want to call it, and the buildings are completely made of wool. Right, and I mentioned before that it was inspired by a server I used to play on that was made by two people on Planet Minecraft, and it was Frozen Bit and Dino Cookie, I believe it was. And they had a server or a community server, basically just built up of people that play or not play, but are on Planet Minecraft, and I played on there. There was some people that joined together and made a whole town of wool people, and we had a war with them and everything, and it was kind of crazy. But anyway, it inspired me, and I've still got a screenshot of it. And when we eventually do this area, I'll put the screenshot on the screen so you can see it. Not in this episode, but when I eventually build it, so you can see what I'm kind of going off of. But yeah, so that's one thing I'm planning to do at some point in the future. After that, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what I feel like doing. I know there's honestly quite a few things I want to do. I want to start working on some farms. I want to make an iron farm. I want to do an automatic sheep farm, automatic melon and pumpkin farm, a squid farm, a guardian farm. There are so many things I want to do in this world, right? And I just need to get the materials for it, and then I need to be in the mood to record it as well at the same time. And honestly, we're just going to start doing what we feel like doing, I think. And I'm not sure, because the farms, this is the thing, I'm not entirely sure if I want to build all these redstone farms and stuff. Half of them aren't actually redstone, but either way, all these farms on camera, because they take so long, and chances are I'll mess up a load of times because I'm not good at building these kind of farms. So I'd have to watch a tutorial to go all the way through it. So I think it's just going to be easier to do it off camera, and then you guys will just have to trust that I did it legit. And look at this map now. Look at how much it's changed. I mean, it all started with this cabin we're in right now. And now, look at all those other buildings we've made. See that one over there? That is Herschel's place, and then behind that is the greenhouse. I like how the black glass is just black. Over there, that should be the barn, I believe. Yeah, and then the little cabin by that bit of water there, and all that green. That's where our skeleton farm is. Then next to that is the house that I built for Otis and Maeve. And then behind that is Ian and Sam's house, right? And then behind that is my brother's area. So, yeah, it's definitely come a long way. We can't, however, sadly see Jack and Bakar's cabin up there. We'd have to expand the map, but at some point I'd like to do a map table or something. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do next. In all honesty, it's going to be whatever I feel like doing. Right now, I'm leaning towards the wool area, because I've just been looking forward to doing that since I decided to do it. So that might be what we do next. Maybe. I mean, if we do, we might only spend one episode on it. we might spend more, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to the Sky Island area because I have a statue to build that was requested by Flying Burrito quite a while back, which I'm gonna be building, don't you worry, I'll get around to that. And also, I remember last episode, I mentioned that I couldn't remember who asked me to build the mansion, and I still don't entirely remember, but I did write your name down, so I'm going to pause the recording real quick, work out what your name is, and I'll say your name in a video so you know that it's you, and I'm giving you credit for your idea. So I'm going to go and find out where I wrote your name down, and I'll come and say your name, and so you know I'm talking to you, so I'll be back. Right, so that was actually pretty quick. I did already know your name. I was saying it in my head, but I wanted to double check, because I wasn't sure if there was something else, like, amongst your name, but your name is Jaeger, or Jaeger. Either way, I'm gonna say Jaeger, because I've been watching Attack on Titan recently, so I've got Jaeger in my mind. Anyway, so, however you pronounce your name, I did see your comment, it was you that said about the mansion, and I'm probably going to do that at some point. I'm going to build like a big house or mansion place, which is going to be like my main home, I think. Because I think it'd be nice to have a main home in this world, you know? That's just made specifically for me. And I also don't want this world to be... Like, I know some people have their worlds, like, specifically, like... not modern. I guess some people probably do have modern worlds, but medieval. Some people have medieval worlds. Like if you were to watch Flip, you'd see that his world is built entirely of mostly realistic things, I guess. Like there's no orcs and there's no this and there's no that, I guess. Then it's all medieval and things like that. And I realised I don't want to just stick to like one theme, because we've got a cabin area over here, and then we've got orcish area over there, and then we're going to have a fairy and pixie area off in the distance over that way, and then we're going to have a village made of wool, and you know, there's going to be crazy things, and then we've got a floating island that's going to have a giant statue of me on it, and I don't want this place to have to stick within the bounds of a story, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, I want there to be a story, obviously, to certain areas, of course, but I don't want it to restrict what I can do. Like, I want to still do crazy and random things, you know? So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. I like how whenever I'm, like, doing these talking videos, I've noticed recently, if I'm in this world, where do I stand every single time? On this balcony. And I don't know why, but it just seems to be the go-to place when I'm just talking to you guys, so this is the talking. It's not even a balcony. Why did I say a balcony? I guess it's a porch, maybe? I don't know. A decking? It's not a decking, because it's not made of wood, but I don't know. A porch, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to restrict myself and what I can build in this world by, you know, saying, oh, I can only build things within the realm of medieval, or, you know, it's a fantasy world, so this doesn't exist and this doesn't exist. And it probably doesn't make sense to you guys. It might do. But to me, this makes sense, and I sort of just needed to say it, so it sort of explains stuff I do in the future, I guess, even though I don't need to explain it, but yeah, so sometimes I'm going to be doing one thing, and then the next time I'm going to do something else, just so that I don't get bored, and sometimes I'm going to do things off camera, and sometimes things are going to change without you guys realising, and outside the episode, because I want to work on this world when I'm not recording as well. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. I think that's going to be the end of this episode here. I'm going to continue to mine in the Nether, looking for more netherite. When I do, I will change it on camera so you guys can see that and everything like that. So yeah, I'm also going to work on that mining area, I think, because I've sort of left it behind for so long. I'm also, I think, going to go over to the Sky Island, gather some materials up so we can build that statue at some point. But yes, we're going to do everything and nothing and everything. That wasn't what I was looking for. I don't know what I was going for there, but that's what we got. So anyways, if you guys have enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Survival, make sure you stick around for the next one, which will be out very, very soon. I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!